For a magazine geared towards men and women interested in a better, more active lifestyle, Top Billing's in-house world life-saving champion and fitness entrepreneur was a natural fit.
Look at him!
I don't even want to touch it because I feel like this took hours.
It felt like it, I'm not gonna lie. How are you feeling before your first camera, dude?
Oh man, it's exciting. It's an honor to be representing a cover for a magazine. I mean, it always shows you that you are hopefully inspiring and doing some good work and positive work. And in the field of health, which I'm really passionate about, I can't be more elated, man.
I mean, this fits in so well with your brand and who you are. I mean, nature boy, going out there, being fit, being active.
100% Fez. I mean, look, happiness is best shared. And for me, this is something that makes me happy. Fitness, health, and just to be able to do what we're doing is a blessing. So 100% agree with you, man.
He said it's best shared. I mean, do they need an additional
Just give him the moment.
Stealing must thunder. One?
if they do need just rather.
I got you, John. I got you.
Confronted by what could be a superior coif and physique, the first law of the jungle is to make light of the situation.
Tiger, give me a tiger. Give me a tiger. Roar like a tiger. Both hands. Both hands. Roar. More passion. No, man, not the abs, dude. Seriously.
Sorry. It's just sorry, dude.
It's warming up a set.
Yeah, it's ready.
What's been said about James Bond sits equally well on Ryle's shoulders, that men want to be him and women want to be with him.
You gotta be mad as well.
Then he smiles a little bit and then it's like he's smelling something.
But like a sexy something.
Okay. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
I didn't feel sexy.
I did not look sexy.
Other guys may be earth, air or fire signs, but to know Mr. de Morny, you have to see him in his elements of sand and sea. Andrea Kuhn set the scene.
Andrea, how's the shoot going?
It's going very well. You know, we've been blessed with good weather today, and it's not raining, and it's June, so we're very happy. And Ryle's amazing.
I mean, he's all right. Yeah.
I mean, like, he's doing okay.
Why Ryle, apart from the fact that he's just ridiculously good looking and he's got a great body?
Our ethos is based on inspiring and motivating South Africans. So we chose Ryle because he's built his brand around fitness and being healthy. And he's not only made a success of it as a business, but he also dedicates his time and energy to life-saving, which is a critical skill in a country like South Africa.
He is a bit of a sweetheart, isn't he? Saving people.
He is.
The magazine prides itself on offering workouts to do at home, in a gym, or in this case, at the beach.
Do it.
That's simple.
Okay, wait, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go down.
Okay.
But then put your hands in front of you. So you go.
Look at you. Okay. So it's kind of.
Yeah. And then take a handful of sand.
Of course. I mean, we call this the Ryle after all.
I feel like they're missing out on the magic. It's all happening over here and there.
I mean, the lens, if it could just kind of turn on this side.
You know, it's like, is anybody even watching us? I don't think no one
This
cares.
is actually where the cover shot's coming in.
We'll do it for ourselves. Okay,
Here
ready?
we go. Superman and Robin. That was actually pretty good.
No one saw it.
Did you catch it? Did you?
Eh?
He's not actually watching it.
No one's watching.
During presenter search on 3, Ryle's character readily translated to camera. Andreas Iceland had to catch it in a moment.
Andreas, I see that you've been slaving away trying to get that perfect shot of Ryle, but what are some of the challenges that you face when you're doing a shoot like this? For me personally, it's getting the personality of someone in the shots. When you have video, you can capture that quite easily because you have people moving around, talking and whatnot, but in stills it's quite hard.
Well, that's the important thing, right? You're not capturing just the prettiness of a picture. You need that personality to come through as well.
No, of course. You can have the nicest lighting, but if the person seems dead, there's no point.
You've got all these hundreds of images. Now you've got to choose a cover image. Is there one that's sticking out for you maybe that you think is going to make that cover?
There's one in the studio that I really like, where I'll just a little bit of a smirk. You know, he's got a very interesting.
Oh, it's that one where he's smelling something.
The sexy smell.
Yeah, the sexy.
Like he does this.
Smile.
I don't think it's very sexy, but I mean that's your call. If you think it's going to make the cover, then that's fine.
Of course.
I mean, we don't have to agree on that one.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
I think yours is better, actually.
While training to stay in this shape, Ryle fasts for 16 hours, only eating in an 8-hour window period.
Brother, your first fitness cover. How was the experience, man?
Oh, it was so much fun, Fez. I think the studio in the morning kind of just set the scene. Getting a little bit nervous, and it's always harder showing your expression and emotion without actually acting it out. But once we get onto the beach, we're back on my home territory over here, I kind of just found the flow state and just enjoyed it after that, man. It was real fun.
What does a day in the life of a fitness fanatic such as yourself look like? What's your daily routine?
John, it's not that glamorous, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of juggling going on. I mean, the amount of time you have trying to be a presenter, trying to eat right, trying to train, it's hard work. So I think the day in the life of a presenter and a fitness fanatic is just absolute chaos, to be honest with you.
Awesome. Well, we're on the beach now. It's like your home away from home. I think we should show the viewers at home a bit of a workout they can do. You know, if they don't have any weights, if they're just outdoors, which is the best place to work out.
Exactly. I think that's a
Take
good
me through
idea.
a couple of things that you enjoy doing.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Let's smash 3 reps out at pace and see how this feels. You ready? Now let's go. 1. Yeah. Big jump. Woo. 2. Big jump. Lovely, boys. Woo!
That's awesome, man. You know, the cool thing about working out on sand is everything's twice as hard. You feel heavier, you're working twice as hard, so it's a better exercise in general.
And you get sand everywhere.
Guys, I'm telling you, everywhere, when you're like me and you live on the sand, it gets in holes that you didn't even know existed.
Cool. You live on the sand and you've been doing the life-saving thing for so long. How'd you get into it?
I started when I was 8 years old and I got up to the beach, saw these Adonis-looking creatures of men climbing into the ocean, and I thought, wow, that is incredible. At the time, I couldn't even swim. And so began this humbling journey of trying to learn how to be competent in the water to the extent where I could actually save somebody's life. And that's a big task to ask of someone, to be able to put up your hand and say, I'm ready to do that. But beyond the saving lives and the cultural component of life saving, it's not just David Hasselhoff running slow-mo on the beach. There's also a sport. And for over 20 years, I've been spending countless hours trying to execute and perform at the sport of life saving, which is world-renowned. You have world championships where over 100 countries are competing. And I've been blessed enough to represent the country once again, coming up in 3 months' time at the international series coming up. So it's going to be a tough one, but I think I'm ready.
So what's a really cool, because life saving is very explosive. Really.
Yeah.
So what's a cool exercise to do to work on that explosive strength?
I like to put a little speed and power into it. So this one's more specific for running, and it's going to involve core strength and a little bit of that power. So we're going to start in a lunge position, okay? It's going to get very tricky. What we're going to do, we jump in the air with the correct drive of our arms, and while in the air, we're going to switch our leg up, and then it comes straight back down to the lunge position, okay? We're gonna demonstrate one for you guys, and we're gonna try to do 3 reps. All right, so watch it. Quick. Whoop. All right, speed, power. You ready? We're gonna smash 3 reps.
I feel like my glutes are gonna be firing.
3, 2, 1, let's go. 1. Yes, boys.
This doesn't feel right.
3.
Why does this feel so hard?
This is so weird. This is like, it's so counterintuitive because in the air it feels like I'm running. Okay. There we go, John.
Pump the arms now.
I don't know why I'm kicking it out. Yeah, listen. We're not winning any gold medals anytime soon there, bro. What?
So what are some pointers to running on sand? Because it feels like every step you're taking forward, you're taking 2 back.
Yeah, sand is so difficult. It sucks you in and your contact time's so much longer. So on the sand, we're working a lot on our arm drive and getting your knees out of the sand. If you push too hard, it's gonna get sunken into the sand like honey. Light ninja feet. Heel must never touch the ground. If your heel ever touches the ground when you're running, you're actually decelerating. Oh, wow. So stay on the balls of your feet all the time. Ready to shake and bake, boys?
Okay.
Let's do this.
And
Let's see
so
how fast
I
you
claim
really
the
are.
title for fastest man on sand.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but okay.
It's going to be embarrassing, isn't it?
3, 2, 1.
John has long prided himself on being the fastest over 10 meters, but the middle distances, not so much. Trying to ankle tap Fez didn't work.
You tripped me, Fez.
I'm
You tripped me. Check out that.
Lovely stuff, man. All good?
I got faced on the sand because of Fez. He's really celebrating.
Give me the silver! I fought you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I fought you guys there. Well done, man.
Ryle uses his understanding of fitness to evolve new concepts in training equipment. He was just as happy to try someone else's idea of getting fit and having a blast in the process.
Let's do this. I feel like the beach sand was a very unfair advantage in your favor.
What do you mean, man?
So I'm bringing us to more even ground. Well, uneven ground, if I'd like to put it that way. We're going to start off with some dodgeball.
All right.
Have you guys played dodgeball before?
Never played
You've got a
dodgeball.
man to explain the rules to us. Hello, brother.
Right, guys, I'm Joe, I'm your ref today. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the rules, okay? You're only allowed to hold the ball for 10 seconds. You get hit by a live ball, you're out. If a live ball gets caught, the person that tosses the ball, out. A referee's decision is final.
Ref's decision is final. So you think you're the fastest man on sand? Let's see how you are on the trampoline, bro. Me and Fez versus you.
Okay.
Yes, no, no, no,
Come on, baby. I love this stuff.
school.
Gents, are you ready?
Yeah.
Hesitation, and you're toast.
You got one ball.
Okay.
Yes!
Ryle is the fastest man on sand, but he was a long way from Camps Bay.
Okay, faces out. It's me and Ryle. It's me.
Settling scores this way is less bruising than on social media. Next was another chance at payback for Fez and John ganging up on him. But one-on-one, the doc has a reputation for being unshakable on the log roll.
I feel like the two of you have met before in this situation.
Well, I mean, I'm undefeated, if I remember correctly. For now, my friend, but can have a different result after
Oh,
this.
it's a rematch. Things just got heated, baby. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, the big rematch, and go! Oh, Fez almost got him, baby. Oh, Fez is going nice, piece.
I win! Undefeated, he stands. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Champion, he wins! Never shall he fall.
You didn't even budge on that. How do you get out of this thing?
Yes! Come, boys, get out here, please. Let's get this done with.
Wait, that was over way too quickly. Let's try that again.
Are you ready? The losers final shall commence.
Can we say silver medal, please?
Silver medal, not losers, come on.
Silver medal.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1, battle! Guys, it really is so hard at the top, you know? Just being a reigning undefeated champion.
I feel like I can't even balance when I'm sitting on this thing. What is wrong with me? Have I got like an inner ear infection or something? I don't know what's going on.
I won't say that you're the easiest one to head off, bud, but it was quite...
Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now who's the true winner?
I thought you were going in there at some point today.